What would happen if you trained your right hand to the extreme? Homo bought a dumbbell by the seaside, and after that, he just couldn't stop. No matter what he was doing, he had to lift the dumbbell. Even when he was sleeping, he couldn't put it down. It didn't take long before Homo's right arm was already well developed. He decided to go to the bar to show off to Myozi and the others. But when he walked in, he found the three of them pinned under a pinball machine. Homo used only about 10% of his strength to easily lift it up. Only after getting up did the three notice the change in their good buddy. "You must be using some kind of tech, right?" Homo said it was nothing. He'd just done over 50,000 reps, that's all. It's just that his left and right sides were a bit unbalanced. "Maybe I should switch arms for training." Old Myozi hurriedly stopped him, saying he had a good idea himself. Old Myozi, as usual, was serving customers, while Homo disguised himself as a sissy who couldn't handle alcohol and ordered a sugar-free, non-carbonated drink. The cowboy felt that both his ears and eyes had been seriously offended. Old Myozi, standing to the side, tried to provoke him. "I'll bet $100 you can't beat me at arm wrestling. You definitely can't." But the cowboy immediately pulled out a 100-yen bill, and Homo also revealed his golden right hand. The cowboy felt like he had fallen into a trap. In less than 5 minutes, he had already earned 100 yen. Old Myozi felt like luxury cars and beautiful women were already waving at him, so he immediately signed Homo up for the arm wrestling competition. When they arrived at the competition venue, Homo suddenly started to feel a bit... He wanted to go home. Not because his opponent was too big, but because Maggie still hadn't called him. Although Homo's attention wasn't on the competition, he still easily defeated his opponent. Maggie bought a tandem bicycle by the seaside, hoping to invite Homo to relive their romantic days. But Homo was busy lifting dumbbells and could only turn her attention to Bart. But Bart was busy playing a tandem bike game. Maggie had already gotten used to this feeling and could only try practicing by herself. After failing again and again, Maggie finally mastered the skill. This strange behavior was noticed by House from the bookstore above. Seeing her mother's lonely figure, Bart felt a bit sorry for her and finally agreed to Maggie's request. Such a harmonious mother-son relationship is truly rare. After getting tired from cycling, the two finally stopped in front of a tea house. Maggie really liked the tea there, and Bart also liked the desserts, but the good times didn't last long. When the mother and son returned to the tea house again, they found it had been shut down because someone reported that the chocolate balls in the cake tasted like rat. Who was responsible? After the tea house closed, it seemed like things could only go back to the way they were before. Bart suggested that they could have tea in his bookstore. Maggie's eyes lit up when she heard this. This was the first time her dear son had invited her to the bookstore, but once she got there, even just sitting down felt like torture. How is this a bookstore? It's basically a trash can. Bart, however, felt pretty good about it. He even thought it was a nice place to keep some small animals. Maggie just couldn't stand such a filthy and messy environment, so she spent 2.5 hours tidying it up a bit. Now that there was a tea room, of course she had to bring in her favorite tea set. Bart hugged the clown teapot, unable to put it down, but when he looked up, he saw Nelson standing right in front of him. Not wanting to ruin his bad boy image, Bart lied and said he had stolen it. But the bullies had already seen him riding bikes with his mom and mocked Bart for being a mama's boy. Just as Bart was about to argue back, Maggie walked over holding matching mother and son outfits. "Ha ha ha ha, what is even happening?"